The root of all the violence, including the violence of October 7th, is Israel's occupation of Palestinian land and its subjugation of the Palestinian people. History did not begin on October 7th, 2023. I ask you, which of us sitting in this hall would willingly submit to the indignity that Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank have been subjected to for decades? What peaceful means have the Palestinian people not tried? What compromise have they not accepted, other than the one that requires them to crawl on their knees and eat dirt? Israel is not fighting a war of self-defense. It is fighting a war of aggression, a war to occupy more territory, to strengthen its apartheid apparatus, and tighten its control on Palestinian people and the region. Since October 7th, 2023, apart from the tens of thousands of people it has killed, Israel has displaced the majority of Gaza's population many times over. It has bombed hospitals, it has deliberately targeted and killed doctors, aid workers, and journalists. A whole population is being starved. Their history is sought to be erased. All this is supported both morally and materially by the wealthiest, most powerful governments in the world and their media. And here I include my country, India, which supplies Israel with weapons as well as thousands of workers. We have watched the marches of hundreds of thousands of people, including a young generation of Jews who are tired of being used, tired of being lied to. Who would have imagined that we would live to see the day when German police would arrest Jewish citizens for protesting against Israel and Zionism and accuse them of anti-Semitism? Who would have thought that the US government would, in the service of the Israeli state, undermine its cardinal principle of free speech by banning pro-Palestine slogans? The so-called moral architecture of Western democracies, with a few honorable exceptions, has become a grim laughingstock in the rest of the world. As I conclude, let me turn to your words, Alaa Abdel Fattah, from your book of prison writing called "You Have Not Been Defeated." I have rarely read such beautiful words about the meaning of victory and defeat and the political necessity of honestly looking despair in the eye. I've rarely seen writing in which a citizen separates himself from the state, from the generals, and even from the slogans of the square with such bell-like clarity. And I quote, "The center is treason because there's room in it only for the general. The center is treason, and I have never been a traitor. They think they've pushed us back into the margins. They don't realize that we never left it. We just got lost for a brief while. Neither the ballot boxes, nor the palaces, or the ministries, or the prisons, or even the graves are big enough for our dreams. We never sought the center because it has no room except for those who abandoned the dream. Even the square was not big enough for us, so most of the battles of the revolution happened outside it, and most of the heroes remained outside the frame." End quote. As the horror we are witnessing in Gaza and now Lebanon quickly escalates into a regional war, its real heroes remain outside the frame, but they fight on because they know that one day, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. It will. Keep your eye on your calendar, not on your clock, because that's how the people, not the generals, but the people fighting for their liberation measure time. Thank you.